hey, we're going to get some rock put in front of our shed.
Yeah, you have a little bit of trouble right there in front of the shed, don't you?
Yeah, it's a little bit too steep. That's one aspect. And the other aspect is that water puddles right there in front of it.
It gets kind of muddy.
Yeah, it gets kind of muddy. We can't keep grass there because we drive in and out all the time.
No.
And we've known we needed some more rock there. We just didn't have time to do it. Finally got around to it.
Yeah, we're actually doing a project at our own house.
Yeah, you always like that, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
That's the commercial 8 size, he said.
Okay.
He's going to try to get us 3 tons.
I thought you might like to see this. He's got a built-in scale on his wheel loader there. Clearly he's dumping a little off now. He'll lower it down. He must have to lift it all the way back up to max height before he can get an accurate measurement. I think you could use a little grease.
That should do it. We need one of those, Christy.
I wouldn't even sit in our backyard.
It's not pulling that hard. I'm wondering if I mean, he seemed like he was weighing it, but it really doesn't feel that heavy so far. So I don't know if we got a full 3 ton.
Well, won't we know when they weigh it?
Yeah, we will. I'm just curious because I expected 3 ton to be well, that's 6,000 pound, obviously.
Right.
I expected that to really pull hard. Look at that. It says it weighs 200 pounds without us on it, or is that minus 200?
It says minus.
Okay. 13,440. So we didn't get quite what we were asking for, but that's okay.
Maybe he looked at our truck and said, "Ain't no way I'm putting 3
I'm not
ton
putting
on
3 ton on that
trailer and truck." So how much do you think we got?
It says 2.64 tons.
Okay.
So let's see. 3 tons would have been 6,000 pounds. 2 tons would have been 4,000. So somewhere around 5,000 pounds of rock. And with our, I don't know, 2,500 pounds of trailer.
Right.
Probably 7,500 pounds we're pulling. Doesn't feel heavy at all. They didn't know what to do with us. A couple of city folks that didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah, and getting a tiny amount. The rest were like big trucks in there.
Yeah.
Oh well.
We got that 3 tons of rock. That's really not going to be a very big pile. We want to make sure that we have a distinct edge between the rock and the soil right there in front of it. We don't want it just tapering off so that there's a little bit of rock, a little bit of grass all mixed together. So what I thought we might do is try to dig a little bit of a trench, maybe like 4 inches deep, out along the sides, both sides, and then right in front. And based on that 3 ton that we're getting, I think that right there in front means literally right there in front. I don't think we'll have enough rock to do much more. It's not a very big pile, even though it's heavy. These boards that we've got put up here are just temporary. We're going to put dirt on the other side, and we're going to put rock on this side. Just like these first ones here, we'll eventually pull them out as soon as we get it the way we want it on both sides. Yeah, the reason for this project is it's just too steep. If I try to put the trailer up in here, or sometimes even certain things on the tractor I drag as I go up there, it's too steep. The second thing is water stands here, because it kind of, well, it's packed down over the years. When we first got it, it was level, but it's packed down after we've driven the tractor over it a lot. usually like to back straight in, but because of the tree, I can't do that.
So before you ask, this was several months before we actually got Casey, so Johnny was our only backhoe choice. Casey would have really helped as far as spoils placement. You'll notice that here right now.
I'm not sure where else I can put that dirt right now.
Can't put it on the trailer.
It's no wonder it's not growing grass. It's really hard there. You can see how hard that dirt is where I've packed it in. You'll probably be asking, did we call before we dig? And the answer is yes. We have marked this property repeatedly. We know where things are. All the electric is way over that way, probably 75 feet out of the camera, and so is the cable TV. The gas comes in from the front. The wire that we put in for the electric to the shed is way up there. We know we're not anywhere near any sort of power or any utilities.
We're having a neighborhood party here tomorrow night, so I'm hoping we can get this all done and kind of cleaned up.
We have loose material
Yeah.
on top of hard ground and a little grass. We need to get that loose material off of there,
Yeah.
transport it over there to that side where we're going to need to build up. What are you thinking?
Lunch?
Hey, a cheeseburger solves everything.
Yeah.
Brilliant idea. I am thinking edge tamers. Now this is kind of an irritating situation, but I mean, I had to put that dirt right out there where I don't want it, right? Because the trailer's full. I haven't got anything else to put it on. So I didn't really have a very good solution, so I just had to pile the dirt there. We'll see if this
Well,
bails us out.
fortunately, it's not that much dirt.
No. In fact, to be honest, if it just weren't so mushy all winter, it would be good to leave that there because, I don't mean leave it there in a pile, but it's a little low like there.
At least the edge tamers are quite easy to put on and take off. It doesn't take very long. Which may mean I can get to lunch quicker. What do you
I'm
think?
getting hungry too. You probably won't have to work too hard at that.
No, I never have to work too hard at getting him to go eat food.
How are we doing?
It's looking good. Yeah, you got about a load anyway. You can see where the edge tamers skid along the ground, but it didn't really harm anything.
You know, some guys may be better at this than me, but I really have a hard time getting my loader right on ground level without scalping stuff. And these things really seem to help.
Yeah. I only have one beef with them.
Beef? Is it lunchtime?
Well, it's close.
What's your beef?
Well, the color.
Oh,
I think once we wear off the red on the bottom, we're going to need to paint them green.
well, maybe we can talk the guys at R2 into making us some green ones. We were going to ask them, weren't we?
Yeah.
Why they're red. We'll have to get on that. Well, you know what? I thank the Lord that we can still afford to go get a cheeseburger for lunch.
Absolutely.
So we have a lot of fun with this thing, and I guess we could waste our money on worse things.
Yeah, like a boat.
We have no need for a boat. We would, though, if we would dig ourselves a pond.
Well, I think the edge tamers really helped you not scalp and...
Yeah, is that required? No, it's not required, but it helped a lot.
Right.
You know, it's the kind of thing, since I had them, I'm like, yeah, I'll put them on, use them for that. EdgeTamer.com. You get a 5% discount when you use coupon code TTWT at checkout. I think I got the trench just how we want it. Graded just perfectly. All of those little changes in grade were all planned.
Oh, yeah. Well, this isn't rocket science or road building.
This is rock science.
You're so funny.
Like we said before, it's a little over 2.5 ton. We asked for 3 ton, we didn't quite get it. We won't be able to dump it all here, Christy, but I think that's okay.
Okay, that was about as good as we could do with the truck. So I think it's time for Johnny. We'll see if he can help. Now you have to be careful with your bucket turned forward like this. You really can't push very hard. This is the loader's weakest angle when you're pushing forward. However, in these cases, I really wasn't pushing a very big load. This rock was loose and easy to handle, so I felt comfortable with the situation. This is one of those cases where Tractor Time with Tim takes a never and turns it into a be careful.
What do you think?
Do you think it's any less steep than before?
I guess that's a good question to always ask, isn't it? You do a project, you better ask yourself if you actually solved anything when you did it.
Right.
Pretty steep right in here. But I do think this will pack down a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, to answer your question, I think it'll be less steep if we get it spread out properly. It's taking it out at least another 2 feet.
You don't have very much left, do you?
No, and I'm trying to figure out where we want to put it. It looks like maybe a little over there could be used.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, looking at it from here, this corner's definitely a little bit low. And also looking at it from here, I believe we did help the slope a lot.
Okay.
Maybe I drive Johnny back and forth on him a little bit.
Yeah, let's try that.
That'll take less energy.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel as steep overall. I think we've done a good thing. Well, I think that may be good enough for today. Well, Christy,
Yeah.
we're rock stars.
You have the corniest joke. Stop it.
Yeah, I think probably everybody thinks that. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim. Everybody's here.
So yeah, you got another.
It's basically our whole neighborhood. I think there's 16 houses in our neighborhood, and maybe we have three or so that are not represented.